Every time.
Just in case. Well, see, they never hear that though. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's all.
Yeah.
Hang on, technical difficulties while we set up things that we should have set up. And oh, there we go. Woohoo! You can still touch the microphone.
Well, it wants to swivel.
Yeah.
To the right.
The cord. It wants to swivel because I'm on the right.
Sure.
Hello. Get my last cough in. No, I'm still gonna cough during this. Let's be honest. Good morning and welcome to the Sun Dragon Sideshow, the adventures of Liz and Rebecca. See, I told you I was still gonna cough. Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I am the owner of Sun Dragon Art and Fiber in downtown, wet and soggy and rainy, but still muggy and warm, Brevard, North Carolina.
And Liz and the minion there.
It's like
it's actually going to be cooler today than it was yesterday. Which, you know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I didn't go out much yesterday. So I went out early in the morning when it wasn't too bad. And then I stayed in like the rest of the day.
On our drive home from our Sam's run, it was 85. And I was like, I'm going to die. And for as much as we whine and complain, it's almost the end of June and we're still dipping back into the 70s. So it's a cooler year, even though we're gonna.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't pay attention enough. Liz keeps track of the weather, so you know. Yeah. Hi. How was your weekend? Because even though it's Tuesday, as we always say, it's Monday for us. My weekend was super busy, and that's why I haven't changed out my accessorization from last week. I'm still wearing my lightweight hipster. For people who are signed up for the newsletter, I did a whole big, huge profile of like 10 different shawl patterns that are like one skein fingering weight projects. And this is one. I was kind of half inspired by our conversation last week, which wasn't about like one skein projects. Our dear Becky and Lizzy was more about 2 color shawls, and when someone wants to do a 1 color shawl, which would still, I just missed the table, woo, which would still imply like more than one skein. But I did a little profile in the newsletter, and here's the thing: so you subscribe to the newsletter, I fill it chock full of too much crazy stuff, and I try to copy it to. There's a function on Constant Contact where you can copy it to Facebook. So people on Facebook could also see all this crazy stuff I'm doing. And lately it's been glitching. So I go to try to copy it to Facebook and it doesn't work. So I would say, hey, go check it out on Facebook if you're not subscribed to my newsletter, but it doesn't work. So I'm probably not going to have the time and energy, because life, to put all of the links down below. But if you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, you can contact me and I might be able to retroactively send you last week's newsletter. Maybe I can try. But a lot of people already, even in less than 24 hours since sending it, have been checking out those links. It's been pretty cool. There's been a lot of click through. I can see that. So, because, you know, me and numbers, right?
All the time.
Yeah. I like
you want to distract Rebecca?
Yeah.
Find numbers.
Ooh, pretty, shiny. Ooh, yeah. That's me in numbers. Okay. But so I've been doing all kinds of fun stuff this weekend, which means progress on stuff. I don't know. I can show you what I've been doing for morning meditations, which means technically maybe I've gotten at least half a row done on them. But yesterday's adventure included not only filming a tips and tricks, which is my other YouTube channel about tension and trying to draw hands. And that was just what? And that was actually linked to this channel too.
Yeah.
Because like 2 Thursdays ago, we talked about holding tension. So the following Monday, I was going to do a whole video on here's what it looks like, not, you know, like not reverse imaged or like looking at the backside, like on the sideshow. Here's what it looks like just looking down at someone's hands. And life interfered, and I did a heartfelt, compassionate, yay people in life and lifelines video. So I did the one I wanted to do last week this week, And I decided to have some fun filming my setup and prep and how I get ready for those videos for my Patreon account, I should say our Patreon account, right? The Sun Dragon Patreon account. The higher levels of subscription, you get backstage and like behind the scenes videos. And I teased everybody with this one. So anyone who subscribed should have access to it. So if you would like to become a patron, shameless plug, I think you can at least see the new video, no matter what level you subscribe at. And that supports us and the fun things we do. Yay. So, okay.
I'm paying attention, but it's a Purl row. I'm really trying hard not to stick my tongue out and, do the whole.
Like this?
Yeah, like it's.
But why? That would be entertaining, Liz. Isn't that what we're here for? Is to entertain? she's focusing really hard. Are you sure you want to be doing that right now? Would you like to tell everybody what you're doing?
So, one of your knitters, shout out to Debbie. She's doing the Arctic Wrap by Purl Soho.
Vamp.
And
going. I gotta
basically, it's a whole long scarf
with
that's
lots of color work.
Wide, and the entire thing is stranded Farrow color work. But it's like super easy stranded Farrow color work. It's every other stitch. So
you say that now.
Well, you
haven't gotten to the transition with 3 colors.
There is a couple of sections when they switch colors that you go to 3 colors.
And it's meant to look kind of random, and so
yeah.
Not that I should be letting you tell about it.
I haven't gotten that far in the pattern, but I know it's coming.
I've looked through it because I'm helping Debbie with it.
So most
Liz
of
was
it
inspired.
is just straight up every other stitch, front and back, because it's stockinette.
It's not in the round.
So for everybody that knows me, you're probably wondering, why, Liz? I don't know, but I'm doing it. And so there is what I have so far. It's going to be really hard to I don't know, see the right colors, because there are 2 colors that are really hard
a little bit
to tweak.
But they're colors you seem to really like.
I know, they're like in all of my projects.
They like, I was commenting, I mean, of course Liz pointed it out, but I was commenting that 2 different projects, very different yarns, but like almost identical colors. Yeah. Like, so, you like red and teal or something.
I do like red and teal.
I mean, it's maroon and teal in these 2, but still, or burgundy.
So but the wine will go all the way through it. And then it'll transition, or it's got the teal in it.
I was going to say, yeah, that's the cool thing about this pattern is one color goes all the way down, and then the alternating color transitions.
Yeah, so it's in the teal right now, and then it'll transition to a lighter teal, and then it transitions to a gray, and then black, with the red going all the way through.
It's going to be pretty cool.
So, of course, they're my favorite colors, and
that is a lovely tie-in, and I didn't bring the other colors. Hang on to the darker teal.
The darker teal.
That is a lovely transition to what I did for morning meditation this morning, because
see,
same yarn.
Plan this.
We don't do show notes. What? I'm just going ooh, segue. So we got more of the Ready Set Raglan books in, because we only had like 1 left because it's been popular. Yay! So I ordered a few more, just a few. But it made me go, ooh, I should get back to my sweater that I'm making from this, which is the cover, which I haven't done in forever. But I am using 2 of the colors she's using. Did you drop stuff? Do you want me to help, or that's a different project? You might be able to do that.
I can do it. I will need a
crochet hook.
Crochet hook.
This one's okay. I got 2 sizes here. Look, mess on the table means I can find crochet hooks. Here you go. So I got back to the one that I'm making. I'm making the cover, but I'm making the cover in a version that is inside here, kind of like this one. It's a knit 2 purl 2 ribbed raglan pullover, and this one has you change colors right where the sleeve separation is, and I'm thinking that's gonna be like here. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing the color transition down here because I thought it might not accent the girls quite as much. And now I'm worried that it's actually going to accent them more. So I'm going to play around with it. But anyway, so this is the color so far. Oh, that's a thing from home. They got stuck to it.
Thing.
Oops. That was something on the table that's no longer on the table.
So not.
That's my big Sally. Hang on. I'm gonna but it only fell. Speaking of a hot mess, it only fell to the chair and made that loud clatter and popped open. But guess what? Guess what?
It's all good.
Still works just fine. I'll put it up here somewhere, which will cause problems another time. So this is still on the stitch holder I put it on for morning meditation. And I think this is the front. So there's short rows in it. Yeah, I'm trying to yarn caught. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's short rows in it. Look, that's the top so far.
I like it.
Ta-da. And this is going to be the darker color that is either going to be at the sleeve separation here, or I'm thinking I might try an empire waist by having it change colors under the girls. But now I'm wondering if that's actually going to make the girls look bigger. Maybe I should keep it right where the sleeve separation is, which is soon. Because that's going to have a line of color here. That might actually work.
It's so hard to...
Yeah. Well, I think what I'm going to do, since I'm going back and forth on this now, I may try changing colors at the sleeve separation. This is Liz's, but I have one at home. I may try changing colors at the sleeve separation and knit for a while and maybe throw a lifeline in there.
Ooh.
And knit for a while and see if I like the look. And if I don't, I can rip back to the sleeve separation and I can continue with this color. So
yeah, you might want a lifeline on account of the fact it's all 2x2 ribbing, and
even
though you do voodoo,
it's going to be a little challenging. Yeah. And I'm doing 2x2 ribbing where the first purl stitch is through the back loop to tighten it up because it was looking mad funny when I wasn't doing that. So I love the stitch definition in this, but it was looking funny. And maybe the blocking would have taken care of it, but I really didn't want to take the chance. I was just like, nope, I'm going to take care of it before I block it. Done deal. So, this is the same yarn, the Friday Harbor. I love it's so squishy and soft. It's not like the softest yarn we have in the shop, but it is so squishy and soft.
It's merino and silk.
Yeah. And it's got great stitch definition.
It's got fantastic stitch definition.
Which just means like this is not a muddy looking knit to purl to. And I have a shawl over there with cables in it. I haven't even blocked it and the cables look beautiful. They're just very yay. So. It
absolutely has no halo. Like some yarn has the tiniest bit of halo, and this does not.
And the cover of this is meant to look fuzzy and halo-y of the same pattern. I like it with clean lines, so I think it would look good either way. So but so that is one. I don't often do patterns from books or magazines or things like that because by the time I get it done, the magazine is way out of date or something, or we're out of it and no one's going to buy it, or I don't know. But this is the other one I'm doing. Not the short one. My tummy's going to be covered because I'm not that young and I can't pull that off. But let me see if I can find that one here. And
I think if I were going to do that one, I'd do it that length, but my skirts will fit underneath of it just perfect.
I have gotten through maybe all of the special stitches in this because there's the Estonian, like this is knit this way to go around. It's gonna be long probably, or maybe just right. I don't know. The slip stitches really sucked it up actually, because I'm going to show it to y'all. And the black, well, someone's like, I like the pink and black. The black is a provisional cast on. So it's not going to be in the final piece. It might look really cool right now, but it's just going to be the pink. We've got Estonian braids and wrap stitches. And then the slip stitches make a V.
It looks so
It's
cool.
Really neat. It's been a little bit of a, I won't use bad words on this channel, in that It's plant fiber. Zoe, which is what they did it on the cover in, which is a color I can't get in right now, is cotton and linen blend, which means it has absolutely no give to it. So when you're bending around stitches and doing this fun like back and forth and around and back, the Estonian braids especially, they take some effort and some patience, because with wool you could kind of bend and stretch the stitches and they snap back, and with cotton it's just like I'm not going to move.
Cotton and linen does
You gotta
not.
Yeah, it's like you want to go into the second stitch and then into the first and wrap around in a fun way. Have fun. And it's doable, but it takes some time and some patience. And again, the little V over here was totally done with about 10 different rows of slip stitches, and it was really cool. And there were a couple of times I got to the end and went, that wasn't right, and had to back up. So this will be a passion project for me. I have quite a few of them, but this is only a quarterly magazine, so we'll just see what happens. We still have, I want to say, about 3 copies of this left that are available for purchase. I could always order more if people are like, ooh, it's pretty. It's got birds. It's all bird inspired. There's some fun patterns in it. But I think the only yarn in it that we carry, we can always find a substitute for you. It's the one on the cover, the Zoe. And we have enough in random colors right now. Like supply issues, always. There were supply issues before COVID, and then the world fell apart. So, let's see. What else? I have, speaking of getting to the sleeve separation, which is what I'm aiming for on this one, I have to count my stitches at the end of this row and see how close I am, because I haven't worked on it in so long. I got to the sleeve separation. I'm just going to cough my yarn lung. Yay.
Friday night
During knit night, I got to the sleeve separation in this guy, and he's on multiple needles, so I could check it out and make sure. So I probably could try it on for y'all. Right? This is wool. This is the Easy Eyelet Yoke cardigan. There is an Easy Eyelet Yoke pullover. It's either called pullover or sweater on Knititude's channel or Ravelry. I can't think straight when I'm trying to. Multitasking is not a forte for me right now. And Liz is trying to get the back down because it's on these needles and it's wanting to curl. See, like that? It's going to be sticking out all funny. But the front looks really good, right? This is, you can see there's my cast on for the sleeves, for the armholes right there. So I've just done it. This is going to be a wonderful Sun Dragon, brilliantly bright, can't get the color right on video or camera top. And the yarn is fuzzy enough. You almost don't see the eyelets. Like I can kind of see these up here when I'm looking at the camera lens here. But I think this is written for a chunky yarn or an Aran weight at least. And I know at least one knitter who's done it with like a really heavy DK and it's worked. But it with better stitch definition, we know a knitter who's made it out of the Friday Harbor, different color. Mm-hmm. But with a cleaner stitch definition, you will see those eyelets even more. I just like the fuzzy, and I haven't made anything out of the fuzzy. And then they discontinued this color of yellow. Luckily we still have quite a bit of it left, but we have other colors too.
It's a really pretty goldeny.
Mm-hmm. And I'm on my 3rd ball of this because it's only 50 grams. I will keep you updated on how many balls it takes, how many skeins it takes. But, don't mind the weird V thing in the back. I don't think it's going to be that weird. I think it's going to be big and roomy, but because I've lost weight. Not enough, but I've lost weight. And but I'm not going to rip out things that I've been making. But I'm just going to let them be big and roomy.
In the winter time, if you have...
Right now, it's like a nice little stole.
If you have layers.
I'm going to stuff A's and B's and C's under my...
Yeah. It'll be... It'll, fit over layers to,
That's why I gave it a little bit more length here before I took the sleeves off. I'm trying not to pull this off the needles. And I only have succeeded. So I'm going to put this back on the needles while I go. So you switched to your...
I switched to my easier project. This one is...
And you picked up your stitches on it.
Yep. This one is my 1864 winter shawl. And I'm striping the crap out of it.
That's a technical term.
That's the trick. Yeah.
So, but no, you have a really cool like pattern. Miss, I don't like numbers.
I don't. The pattern just happened to work.
Have
well.
Numbers? What?
So every set, the stripes begin like this is 2 and then 1 1 and then 3 and then 2 2 1 1 and 4 and 3 3 2 2 1 1. And now I'm getting ready to do 5.
It's a sequence.
Yeah.
Don't tell her.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know the math stuff. It just sounded really cool in my head.
It is really cool. And it's going to keep looking really cool.
It'll keep growing. So,
and that, if I remember, when you lose the will to knit, you're going to
switch to crochet.
Okay. And, shout out to Mary Lou. So Mary Lou said that she looked up how to pronounce what we call Godey's. And she said it's, oh crap, now I can't remember. It's I gotta look it up now. But it's where's my phone? There it is. It's not how we were pronouncing it, but you were saying my that grandma. It's how your grandma has always pronounced it. Not that means she's right, but it means there's different ways people have been pronouncing it. And let's see. Say Godey. Like Godee, accent on go. So Godey is how she looked it up, and she said, "You're welcome." So shout out to Mary Lou. Yeah. So Godey, I'm not gonna remember that, but I could try. Anyway. Yes. And there's if you go on Ravelry and you put in Godey, Lady Godey, you're going to see all kinds of interesting patterns. Whether or not you have full access to them, you're going to see lots of pictures of interesting things that were published in olden days. Olden-y days, something different. Like when we say olden days, we mean pre-COVID. This we're talking about centuries ago. So, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I moved stuff that I still have more things to show you. I got 2 rows done on. So let me get back to that.
I get 2 rows done.
You get to see it. Woo! So I can't. Did I show this off on Thursday? When did I?
Maybe.
This is the Viking woman shawl, and I think I've gotten more done on it. And if not, you get to see it again. I was just showing the marled stuff just a little, and I don't know if I had all this done, but guess what? You get like. Ta-da! This is my therapy shawl, and it has 2 strands of Mayu lace, and down here it's 2 strands of the yellow, and up here, oh my gosh, it's so soft. It's not as thin as like lace by itself. Since it's doubled, it's more like a heavy fingering at this point, I want to say, but it's so soft because Mayu lace is alpaca and cashmere and silk, right? I think in it.
It is the yummiest.
And the blue and the yellowy orange together are looking pretty gosh darn cool, if I do say so myself. It hasn't been in morning meditations since I got this done. When I put it in morning meditations last week, it was like down here. And this part of it is looking a little funny and not lying flat. And I think that is going to get fixed when I block it. Because this side is just continually growing. And then there is a knit 2 together. So you've got a yarn over and a knit front and back over here. And then either a knit 2 together or a slip knit over here. So it kind of, instead of just growing, it's doing like a curvy thing of structurally, this is an asymmetric shawl that starts small and grows and changes as it grows. But then you've got instructions for this side, and you have instructions to make this. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It looks like
it's
dragon
like,
scaly,
which works for it's got Vikings and dragons in it. Oh my gosh, it's the shop. It embodies the shop. And this little diamondy lace thing over here is going to go up the entire length of the shawl. And it's at this point, it's repeating the diamond lace and the increases over here. It's just changing what is happening with the yarn while you're doing that. So I'm following the instructions pretty precisely for this size, but she encourages you to do what you want. So if you want to do the whole thing in one color and one strand of fingering weight, go for it. If you want to do the marling, and then the next section is going to be 2 strands of blue, but there's going to be 2 strands of yellow poking out in random places or in regular places, kind of a little Fair Isle look. And then there's lace work with the yellow at the other end. And I'm actually super excited by it. When I first saw the pictures of it, I was like, it's not the Scottish Highland shawl with all the massive amounts of lace in it. And I really love that, but it is growing on me and it is so soft. And it's my therapy shawl. So
well, and we thought we were discussing that you could do both the lace, like she has a little lace pattern. You could do lace and some of the
and
Fair
maybe
Isle.
a little Fair Isle, like actual like reindeer or something trees pattern at the very edge of it. It's like you have the ability to adapt it how you want, which is really kind of exciting. I got to see how much yarn I have at that point. You know, if I want to crack open a new skein or be done, or, you know, where is my journey with this? Because Viking Woman, it's all about female empowerment. Yay. Which I need right now. And like I keep calling it my therapy shawl because it's helping me process some stuff. And so I think about that when I'm working on it.
You said it was a lot of pages too.
Is this the one that was a lot of pages?
I
think I printed this one out. Hang on.
Okay.
Let me see.
But she wrote it as a choose your own adventure
She did. And you know what? I bet the instructions are at home.
Of
course. I'm not seeing them right here right now. I think this one I printed out. The stone catcher, I only printed out the charts because that one was charted and written instructions, and like I didn't want to that one was really, really long. So wait.
It's in the project bag.
It's in my project bag.
What?
I don't usually do that, so I didn't look there. Okay, so I did print this one out. It's 9 pages long. Here is her version in this blue and white, which is also very pretty, but I'm loving the colors I picked. And I've got charts back here and instructions for the charts. So if charts are not your thing, she has other ways. Not all of the choose your own adventure parts are written and charted. They might just be charted, but you don't have to choose that adventure. That's okay. So, let's see. Oh, and it's almost 10 o'clock, but we're going to keep going for a few more minutes because I got in here late and I still have things I want to show you. So,
and it's raining.
So we don't expect anyone. Our first appointment's at 11 and we will get ready for that, but we're not necessarily expecting, and people will prove us wrong by walking up. This is just to link in. These are both by Kay Hopkins. They're both part of the Celtic women's, or just the Celtic shawl collection, something like that. So this is how far I've gotten on this Scottish Highland shawl. It's got all this lace at the bottom and I can't wait to get there. And this is for my niece. And my niece was in the hospital for 2 weeks and she's out now. And I'm very, very happy that she's out, but I'm trying to get this done for her birthday. So can't wait to see how this
join us for knit night when Rebecca is frantically working on that, because 5th of July is just days away. Not days.
It's a couple weeks away. I can do it. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. So, but lots and lots of turquoise. Yay. Okay. So, but I wanted to show you where the stone catcher wrap is at because people are oohing and awing over this online and thinking it's absolutely beautiful. And I agree.
So pretty.
And I'm in the last big repeat of this center section before it becomes where I just get to work on one side or the other. And it's filling up. This is like a 47-inch needle right now. It is filling up the whole thing. But this repeat I'm doing right now is going to look just like this guy, but bigger. But every color has worked with every other color at this point.
I love how that is playing out.
It's the woman who wrote this put me in her stories. I'm totally fangirling. Erin, who's remade by hand. is her handle on Instagram. She's like, I'm kind of loving how Sun Dragon's Stonecatcher is coming out. And I'm like, she likes me. So, so I put her in my stories about her putting me in her stories. You know, I fangirled. So I think she probably thinks it's really cute that I'm fangirling. Just like we think it's really cute when people fangirl over us, because we're like, it's just us. Hi. But I'm really, really excited about this. We are out of the darker color of this, but and I asked Emerald to dye more yarn for us. I didn't specifically request this one, so we'll see if it happens. But we have Flutterby, we have some stuff that's kind of like this, and you should pick your own color combo because it's beautiful and wonderful, and you should make your own. And any combo I think is going to be gorgeous.
If you're going to start a choose your own adventure project,
yeah,
but are not sure you want to choose your own adventure, start by picking your own colors, because sometimes that makes them more yours than, hey, I saw a pattern and I have to do it in the same colors, and
it will still look beautiful.
It will
in
still
your
look gorgeous in your colors.
And then you can stick to the directions, but do it in your colors, and it'll be great. It'll be fantastic. So, I think that's everything. Like I worked last week on my Wisp Raglan, but I think I've already showed y'all. And if I haven't, let me know and I'll put it in a video coming up. But we should probably go open the shop. So this was maybe a shorter episode than usual because I was late because there was a yogurt incident and then there was a pine needle incident. One happened inside and one happened outside. And
a pine tree threw up on her car.
Yeah, my new house, lots of pine trees. I was gonna clean some of it up that was on the driveway yesterday, and then thunder rolled in, and I went nope. And then a pine tree just went pluh on my car overnight with rain. It happens. And it took 2 or 3 tries to get everything out from under my windshield wipers this morning, so I could drive to work without streakies. Yeah, it was fun. And I found more yogurt on my computer when I got here. I thought I cleaned it all up, but no. So
yogurt.
So shorter episode today. But join us for knit night tonight, 6 to 9 p.m. on Zoom with the shop phone number
828-877-3550.
And that is 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please, if you're not on the East Coast, account for the time change and please join us. And let's see, tomorrow somehow we're going to try to sell you yarn. I don't know what we're selling you yet. Maybe we can fill those gaps in and so, Liz is having fun with the wall. I'm
starting back over here and working my way that way. And of course, there's holes. Stay tuned for tomorrow to see if the holes change.
At some point, we'll do some behind the scenes videos of what we do here, just like I did for my tips and tricks for Patreon people. So again, consider subscribing to upper Patreon things. It's after 10, so we have to answer that. We got to go. Thursday's Dear Becky and Lizzy. We will tell you tomorrow how to get in touch with us for that. And Friday is knit night, and we're open on Saturdays now. Please sign up for an appointment. Love you guys. Bye.